Hi, let's look at the Easy Trench Lawn Saw. Now this saw is used for actually trenching in the ground. So if you're putting in sprinkler systems where you don't need a very wide cut, you only need a 2 or 3 inch wide cut, and then go about 13 inches deep, or you've got a long way to get a water line out across the field, this is a great tool. Much quicker than using a full-size trencher, especially if you're using a small line. Again, making sure you always, anytime you're digging in the ground, you want to call 811. Even if you said, hey, I'm just going to trench this across my backyard, because if you hit a fiber line or you hit some kind of utility, you could be held liable for getting that utility fixed. So always call 811. This has the simple Honda engine on it. Again, same thing we tell everybody, always check the oil. So you've got an oil check on this engine. You also have a gearbox in here. Now the gearbox we should be checking before it goes out on rental. Shouldn't have to check it every time, but the oil, always check the oil. You've got your on-off switch on this motor. Again, the same thing, you've got a choke lever and you've got a fuel control level. So make sure your fuel is on. I mean, if it's pulling and it's turning over but it's not starting, always check your fuel, could be off. So we're gonna have it on choke, on, oil's checked, you're gonna start the engine. Okay, this, like I said, the gearbox is what runs the saw. You go ahead and you've got a throttle lever on the front, that's to gear up. So when you squeeze that lever up there at the top, that's going to run the engine up faster to turn the saw blade quicker. This lever that Patrick's doing, that's what adjusts your depth of cut. And you can see it's going down. Now you're always going to pull this backwards when you cut it. This is not made to go forward. You pull it backwards. And again, you need to watch out for roots, for underground utilities. Hard ground, this will bounce around a little bit on hard ground. It's got digging teeth on it. It's not going to cut through rocks and things like that. So you set your depth, you start your engine, and then you just do a nice steady pull back on this unit. So again, this is a great unit for trenching up to 13 inches deep, 2 to 3 inches wide. This is the Easy Trench Lawn Saw.